Okay, a couple things before we get started with this video. One thing that just came to my mind that I need to say is I am not in any way opposed to Resurrection Glory. So if you think that I'm hating, rewatch the video plenty of times and give me some money, okay? Just kidding. But no, I am not in any way trying to be rude. I just find these complaints. Oh, well, my daughter died. I'm like, well, what, did you teach her to fight beforehand? Like, my mom stuck me in front of the television when I was really young and played Sesame Street talking about what happens if you get abducted or what happens if a stranger talks to you, like all the Sesame Street things that was talked about. So um I'm hopefully gonna play this video without any problem. Man, I thought I was prepared for this. Okay, y'all ready? Hopefully get rid of this dang commercial. Hold on. Okay. After I was really interrupted by myself. I'm learning here, people, just like the next person. What's new? So we're gonna play this video, and I really feel like mothers and fathers have got to stop complaining that, oh, my child is dying, oh, my child is sick. Like, if your child is dying, if your child is sick, you need to look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, why don't you love Jesus? Why don't you care about Christ enough? And I'm tired of it, and that's why today is going to be a big day for me. I think I've talked enough about it on my YouTube channel. You guys have seen my niece and nephew. You guys have seen me look like Miss Jenny Farley talking to the dirty hamster. So let's get started. I don't think I chose this room because I believe in dirty love. I think I chose this room because I obviously believe in holy love. So this picture definitely depicts holy love to me. So let's get started. We're playing the video. Okay. Let's get into this. I hate saying that.
All right, joining us now is Jocelyn's mother, Alexis Nungary, is with us. Alexis, it's great to have you.
I will put
back.
this video down below.
I think so much of you, and I've spoken to you a number of times, and I had you and your dad on this program.
Spoken to who?
Ted Cruz.
Spoken to who, Sean Hannity? You never talked to me. No Trump and nobody close to Trump has ever talked to me. I can't tell you how many times I have reached out. It's all documented on my YouTube channel here. It's in shorts. I can't tell you how many times I have tried to talk with Roy's Report. I've tried to talk with Candace Owens. I've tried to talk with everybody. If you guys don't want the America that you say you want on your YouTube channel, maybe be like me, a girl with no money, hardly. I get 215. Oh, my bad. I get 215. You know what? I don't like it. So there you go. A girl with $215 215.00, so 00, $100 a month, because I have to be on county money because of you Americans. So don't look at me like I'm a mirror telling me, why don't you love Jesus anymore? Why don't you this? Why don't you that? I don't have time for the excuses, people. So don't tell me that sorry for the nose. Yeah, I'm not gonna say sorry. Don't give me the excuses, because I don't want to be dealing with it. Like, I think a lot of us are tired of our own sin at this point. So change your sin, like I changed mine. This home that I'm in right now, it's opulent, but more so it's more holy. Like, I didn't come in here to like be a witch anymore. I don't even think that there's any residue on me of a witch. So let's put this video on, because Sean Hannity, you never reached out to me. Nope, nobody like Candace Owens. I've reached out to Roy's Report. I've reached out to Candace Owens. I'm about to reach out to Daystar and be like, y'all got the money to like send me over. And I have almost hit up Franklin Graham on Instagram and said, you got any money? Because it's that bad. And so for you people like Nagme Panahai, you, you people like her think, oh, I don't need money. Well, then give it to somebody like me. You know, there's a such thing called Zelle nowadays. There's a such thing called Venmo nowadays, which actually costs more than Zelle. There's a such thing called, Cash App, which I don't really have trust in. Zelle is better, but it's just frustrating when people want to act like money doesn't need to be used. If you think that having money means you can have problems, if you're like Khloe Kardashian on Jay Shetty's channel, me saying having money means you don't have problems, having money means you can fix your problems, having money means you can book a plane flight to Lakewood Church in Houston, Texas, and fix your problems. I'm tired of hearing that people will never find Jesus Christ as their solution to a problem. You don't even have to go to a big church to have Jesus. I think we've all established that by now. So let's continue on with this video, and hopefully I can rattle off my truth, because ain't nobody want to hear
Much of
it
you,
but
and
apartment
and
wife
I've
and a
spoken
few
to you
other
a number of
people.
times, and I had you and your dad on this program with Senator Ted Cruz. How did you feel?
Again, Sean Hannity, you never had me on. Are we starting to connect the dots here? Because I connect them with right in here. I connect them in here. No, I've actually, and truthfully, I've actually put in on, what's it called? I put in to go on Sean Hannity's, um, what's it called? I'm sorry I mentioned my ear, but, I used to be in a house of horrors, so you're just gonna have to work with me. Um, it's just frustrating when you guys have excuses after excuse after excuse as to, oh, well, I was busy, blah blah blah. It's just stop, just talk to me.
How did you feel? Number one, when you got.
I understand that my parents have um not been like my grandparents, the Barones and Blythe. My grandfather was already teaching me to drive. He was on the bad skirts of Blythe. I think he's still alive. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to my dad in a while because his attitude towards my child, Jesus Christ, is next to nothing. The Catholic Church, it's about to crumble. It's about to go, and I hate saying that because I feel like it's still a place for Jesus, but they put a cross up there, but Jesus still hanging on it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's off the cross by now. And the Catholic Church's rhetoric is very dark, and it has always been. And if you don't believe that, you are believing a whole and total lie. And I'm tired of Candace Owens going, oh, it's just because my husband. No, I lift you, you lift me, we send together. Mommy Tard from the Shadehards and Moms View taught me that from the Moms View. Actually, there's a video. I'm not gonna put it down below. You can go through the rabbit hole and do it yourself. But she is right. You're supposed to lift other people in this life. You're not supposed to leave them down. And to think that a Mormon could say that, I don't know.
How did you feel, number one, when you got this great honor for your very brave daughter? And what did you think of the Democrats?
It was truly an honor, a very surreal feeling to be sitting.
Why is she going to Donald Trump and not going to Jesus Christ? Why is she not resurrecting her daughter? Like, I think that that's why I wanted to make this reaction video for y'all, because it's just not fun for me to watch moms, and especially moms, because I am one. And I think when you come out of the womb a woman, you come out of the womb a female at that. You know that you'll eventually be a mom, unless you're like Katie Morton over here hating on Jesus Christ, going, I moved to Texas for holiness, but then I didn't move to Texas to have a kid. I'm like, you have a lot of subscribers. Why don't you just ask them to come over to your house? Why don't you ask them to come over to your business to help you watch your kid while you do some business? Like, it's just, the excuses are piling up, people. Even from Khloe Kardashian, who's like, I don't want to hear the excuses, people. You need to stop balancing sin. If you're not going to hear it from Mario Murillo, then hear it from me, Khloe.
Very surreal.
Khloe, and by the way, Khloe Kardashian is actually my daughter. Um, Khloe Sophia Trump. It's actually supposed to be Khloe Antonia Sophia Trump, but no, nobody wants to copy my name and do that. Don't know why. I have no clue why. I just don't have a clue as to why. So let's get on with the video.
To be sitting
This is super
in that
frustrating for me to watch, by the
area
way.
to remember the life that Jocelyn had. I found it very cowardly.
What life did your daughter have? You still haven't resurrected her. Oh my god, me and Couponing Girl looking at each other going, we ain't leaving this earth. We got kids. Oh
That
my
a lot of the
god.
Democrats didn't stand, didn't clap, didn't do anything to support anything that Donald Trump is trying to do as president to make this country better. It was very shameful to the Democrats.
I mean, this is your precious 12-year-old girl.
If you know me, and if you've known me for any length of time, yes, I am a Republican, but more so because both of my parents, still to this day, no matter what they've gone through, they're still Republican. So, if that answers your question as to why, and from what I've learned from my mom and her sister LB, I used to call her Lolo, um, but her best friend is a Christian, and my mom's a Republican. So you're telling me that those two don't go together? They do go together.
And I looked at Lake and Riley's mom,
Yeah, right.
and she's tearing up and she's fighting back tears. And we see this 13-year-old young man who became a member of the Secret Service with Sean Curran tonight, the new head of the Secret Service, which is
Ow,
a
my
really special
foot,
moment.
you
This
guys.
young man makes it into West Point tonight.
Can't sit
All
on.
these
No
incredible
way.
Americana
Can't
optics
sit
that
no
that
way without pain.
anybody with a heart, mind, body, and
If
soul
I
would love.
die
Your little daughter fought off
because I'm
these
innocent
brutal,
and
vicious,
I'm
vile,
never gonna be
evil
guilty
attackers.
of anything,
I
it's
can't even
on
imagine how she
you.
did. And
I'm
I
not gonna
know,
die. I
just
think that
my faith
that
tells me I
needs
know
to
where she is,
reign
and I
true
know you will
and
be
will
with
reign
her again.
true, but
But if they can't stand and applaud you, and stand up for the right of innocent people like your daughter, what does that party stand for? I found it repulsive.
What is Sean Hannity even talking about there? You're supposed to resurrect your own. Resurrect your own. You're supposed to resurrect your own. Like, I don't know how many more times I can say that without people looking at me funny. If you have a demon, it needs to come out. Let me say it again through here. If you have a demon, it needs to come out. I'm not sitting here trying to make up stuff. It's all in the dank Bible. If you can't read the Bible, get a Bible app. It harasses you a lot, so then you'll end up reading it.
They don't stand for anything humane. They don't stand for us as citizens. They don't stand for our security. They don't stand for.
I don't know if I believe this mom though, because she almost comes off like a criminal to me too. Because if you're not resurrecting your own child, let alone anyone related to you, what are you resurrecting in the first place? It just doesn't make sense to like say somebody needs to do something when you're the one that needs to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I need to resurrect my own. Like, do I need to ask help or do I do it myself? And that's what money is for, to go to North Georgia Revival, to better yet, go to Lakewood Church and ask the church for help. But if you can't, it just must be really hard for people when turbulent times come into play because, um, this phone is old.
They don't stand for honorable things that
Must be really hard.
we need in this country, and it's very disgraceful to us as U.S. citizens that those are the people that we have here in Congress,
Yeah.
and House, and Senate. It's disgusting.
I don't think you ever thought you'd be involved in politics. I don't think you ever thought you'd lose your daughter. But I think now you probably have a good sense.
And I never thought I would lose my kids either until I don't even have any kids, like, especially out of myself, let alone legal or like any other way that you could possibly ever get a child. Why? Why do people not use resurrection glory for themselves? I think you ought to be a criminal if you're not using resurrection glory properly. Donald Trump.
Of how politics works here. How many times, for example, have you met and spoken with Donald Trump? And did you ever hear from Joe Biden and Kamala Harris?
I have met and spoken with President Donald Trump several times, and every time has been very humane, very fatherly, very caring, compassionate, and I've heard zero effort, zero of anything from.
So Donald Trump is out here being nice to every other woman, and then he likes to lie to his son. His first son, by the way, first his first son, and tell him not to marry me, not to seek me out. You know, I just don't understand where the help lies. Maybe I do have to look at myself in the mirror and say you need to follow Jesus better, and I think I am, and I had to get out of a house of horrors just to convince myself that I was better than what I was getting and what I deserved and everything else, because it's not okay to lie to people and tell them that Jesus Christ isn't your ever present help. Anyways, let's finish this stank video because I gotta get going to eat pretty soon. My stomach is speaking volumes here.
Zero of anything from the Biden-Harris administration.
Yeah, not one time. They never picked up a phone call. How, I can only, people can only try to imagine what you feel and being in your position. You never overcome something like this, do you?
No, the pain doesn't go away.
Yeah,
The
you do.
hole
You
doesn't
resurrect the
fill.
child.
It just, you learn to deal with it more. But I am clinging on to my faith in Christ and Jesus, and He is who's getting me through with His strength.
Has she found Sid Roth and Supernatural? Because I don't want to hear Sean Hannity talk anymore.
Amen, Alexis. We're pray with you and for you and for
You
your
don't
daughter.
pray to
Thank you so
resurrect
much for being
somebody.
with us.
You do the resurrection glory. I've found Sidroth on my own. I don't need somebody telling me, oh, you gotta find it for yourself. It's gonna be pretty hard. I'm just barely learning how to speak tongues. I'm not even touching the water yet. Not with my pinky toe. Bye. Thanks for watching.